Hi, my name's Faisal and welcome back to Film Photos, a channel where I document my life through nostalgic tones, street photography and all around cozy vibes. Today I wanted to show some highlights of the past week, including some moments that caught my eye, and wanted to also share my favourite Fujifilm recipe. So I finally got my hands on the Nintendo Switch 2, which I'm really excited about. Gaming has been a really important part of my life, particularly during the pandemic, where certain games like Animal Crossing really helped me through times of uncertainty. I can't help but feel a little bit embarrassed at times, being really excited for a gaming console like this. I'm 29, nearly 30, and my parents love to roast me for being childish and immature, still playing Pokemon and things like that. But honestly, gaming is such an important part of mindfulness for me, and it really helps me unwind after work. So I'm really happy to have been grateful to have got a copy. It's really affirming to see older gamers online talking about cozy gaming. And yeah, just wanted to add to that space. If you've not seen my older videos where I talked about medical stuff, I actually work as a doctor, primarily in primary care. And yeah, I've had some really cool interactions with patients about gaming. I once had this 5-year-old patient that came to see me with his dad, and he was very nervous about being at the doctor's surgery. When he was taking off his jacket, I saw that he had a Pokemon t-shirt on and started to talk to him a bit about Pokemon. He was really excited about this, and I showed him the Pokemon Gengar on my pop socket and just really opened up and really helped the consultation flow afterwards. It was a very wholesome moment, and I'm really grateful that my love of Pokemon was able to enter my work life as well. Apart from that, I've had many experiences where a patient has come to me wearing some kind of anime or gaming merch, and yeah, we just strike up a little conversation about that as well. It's really helped me connect with my patients and hopefully make them a bit more comfortable with coming to the doctor's surgery as well. So I want to talk a little bit about the Switch 2. It is absolutely massive, and I'm hoping to play a lot of it in handheld mode. So what I went and ordered alongside this is a grip for it. It's a unibody design with some really nice comfort grips over the Joy-Cons, because whilst the Joy-Cons are a lot bigger and more comfortable than the original Switch, they're still not quite up to a good standard for long playing sessions. So I bought this, and this just clips on, as you can see. I want to continue jazzing up this Switch and help me connect with my inner child. So I went on Temu and I ordered 50 pom-pom prawn stickers. I've got a lot of stickers to choose from, and it's been really hard to pick which one I want on the back of my Switch, but I have decided to go for this one, if that focuses. I wanted to talk a little bit about the games I've been playing on the Switch, and the first of them is, of course, Mario Kart World. I'm a huge Mario Kart fan, and this particular game has been so much fun to play. There are 24 races here, and it is absolutely chaotic. Races have never felt as intense before, and the devastation of being knocked out of first place really hits hard this time with 24 races. Like every game these days, there is a Battle Royale mode. I still don't understand why Tetris needed a Battle Royale mode, but maybe it's fun, I don't know. But anyways, this game's Battle Royale is called the Knockout mode. And effectively, you race with 24 players, and every kind of lap or so, the last 4 players get knocked out until you have a winner. It's been a lot of fun, but my god, is it hard. The other game I've been playing is actually a game that was remastered onto the Switch 1, which is actually a remastered version of a PS2 game from 2001, and that is Final Fantasy X. I'm a huge RPG and JRPG fan. I played a lot on the old Nintendo Switch, and I'm really excited to carry on with this lovely machine here. I have never played Final Fantasy X, and it's often regarded as one of the best in the franchise, so I was really keen to try it out. So far, I'm really loving the story. The characters are really funny. Though the story can be a bit confusing at times, the general gameplay is very linear, very straightforward, so really easy to kind of pick up and play. And like all Final Fantasy games, it definitely has its kind of quirky, weird moments. One thing that I'm also looking forward to with the Nintendo Switch is the GameCube Virtual Console. The GameCube was actually the first Nintendo home console I owned. I have so many good memories of playing with my brother and cousins growing up, particularly Soul Calibur 2, which is actually one of the games on the GameCube Virtual Console. This game has been so much fun to play, and in particular using the new GameCube controller. It really helped revitalize the joy I had playing this game as a kid. I'm really looking forward to having my cousins and brother come over and play the Switch 2 Soul Calibur and relive those childhood memories. Playing Soul Calibur with the original GameCube controller really got me quite emotional and brought me back to sort of simpler, more carefree times when I was a kid. So yeah, it's quite weird how games can do that. So one afternoon this week, I walked around Lewis Castle and I shot everything using a new Fujifilm recipe called Cuban Negative. All of the photos you see are straight out of camera with maybe some minor adjustments to exposure, but no colour grading or tone changes. The film simulation leans into warmer tones, which I really like, and what surprised me is how natural the skin tones look, which sometimes can be quite hard when you're adjusting for warm highlights. I especially love this shot. There's something so satisfying about seeing primary colours all in one frame, and they're scattered in the frame in a really satisfying way. Lewis Castle sits right in the heart of the historic town of Lewis in East Sussex. The castle dates back to the 11th century. It was built shortly after the Norman conquest by William de Warenne. As you walk around the castle, you get a really good sense of how defensive and strategic the castle is designed. But now walking around, it's really peaceful and you get a lovely view of the South Downs, which is a really interesting contrast. It was midweek, so things around the castle were generally quite quiet, apart from a school trip from a local primary school. We ended up trying to weave our way out of the path of the school trip so we could enjoy the sights in a nice peaceful way, but also give them some space as well. It was really cute. The kids were working on these really cute model castles and learning about how medieval architecture worked, which kind of added a playful atmosphere to the day. And it was really nice to see the toys laid out on the grass here. There are some really nice pops of colour. From the top of the castle you get some amazing views of the South Downs, which I'd never seen before. The South Downs are a set of chalk hills that are protected by the National Park and have often served as inspirations for many photographers, artists, writers, so I felt very privileged to have seen them that day. The colours up here of the landscape are so satisfying, especially using this film recipe. This picture in particular I find very satisfying. There's a nice contrast between the sharp, angular rooftops and the soft curved treetops. As much as I admire those houses and would love to live there, I would probably not want to, because there'd be an annoying person like myself taking photos of your house. There was something about this view that was just so idyllic, whimsical, and kind of magical, like a Studio Ghibli movie. Ghibli? I'm Team Ghibli, let me know what you are, Team Ghibli or Ghibli. Okay, so this is the only picture that is not taken straight out of camera, and I did shoot it in RAW. This was just one opportunity where shooting in JPEG plus RAW was really helpful. The RAW version just gave me a little bit more flexibility to pull out some extra detail and preserve some of the colour. I didn't expose perfectly at the time, it was quite difficult to get the exposure correctly shooting through multiple windows. I had such a lovely time putting together this video, and I think this is probably where I want my channel to lean more towards. A mixture of lifestyle and street photography, so let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this little visual journey and want to see what else I get up to in between videos, then feel free to follow me at filmfauxtos on Instagram as well, where I'm a little bit more active than I am on YouTube. And of course, if you'd like to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one.